What is going on, everyone? Mr. Mom Collectibles, and I am back with another reaction video. And today I want to talk about specifically is this new Darth Vader that was announced a few days ago from Hot Toys, but specifically for the reason of we have some new updated photos that I'm showing here. All credit to Monica Du. Thank you so much for getting these photos. They are up on various Facebook groups, and I will make sure to have all credit attributed to you. As always, thank you so much for the great, detailed, high-quality photos. That being said, there's a reason why I'm doing this video today, and that's because this figure finally went up for pre-order, and we have a price tag for this figure. And I was going to do a reaction video of it previously, but I really like to hold off my reactions typically when I have a price, because for me, price does factor into my reaction of the figure, whether or not I think something is overpriced, underpriced, or right in the middle. This figure, personally, I am deeming this the FOMO Vader 2.0. Why do I say that? Because if everyone remembers, I made a video a few months back on the Obi-Wan Kenobi Darth Vader, and I called that the FOMO Vader because it just blew up on the community and everyone went crazy over that piece. I personally wasn't a huge fan of that, and then now we get another battle damaged version of the figure, which I think is so much more highly detailed, and it's showing us new versions, a new side of Darth Vader that we haven't seen before, the mechanical side, the inner workings of him, the badass side. It is a really nice looking piece. I'm still kind of torn on it whether or not I really want to go in on this, and so there's a lot of people out there that are kind of up in arms about, not necessarily upset, but they're kind of like, well, I got the Obi-Wan Vader that was battle damaged. That was the closest thing we had to it. Now we got this version, which is just totally awesome. Like I said, showing us a different side. That sculpt of Anakin Skywalker is just chef's kiss. Hot Toys, I really do think they went all out on this. Now we look at the price here. Almost $400, and there's different tier brackets. $375 for the base version, and these have timed exclusives, 21 days. So you have a base version here, which is $375, and then next to it you have the same version, but it's a timed exclusive. And the timed exclusive is that it's an additional head sculpt, which is Anakin with half his helmet, and then you have a deluxe version there as well. So there's different versions of this character that we can look at, and like right here, $375 for the timed exclusive right there, and then you go below the deluxe version, $430. And for me, with tax and shipping out the door, that's pushing I think it was $480 something. I have to admit, I was shocked when I saw that price. Now, I know there's some collectors out there that might think that that's worth the value. Like, oh, that's no problem. I mean, you're talking almost $500 for a Darth Vader figure. And like I said, it's subjective. I always say that about price. Price is subjective to the person buying it. If someone thinks that's worth it, that's great. Me personally, I'm not day one pre-ordering this piece. I'm even okay letting the exclusives go. I personally like the version of Vader with the helmet on, with the crack seeing the eye. I'm okay letting the Anakin sculpt go, just because there's other things that I'm working on right now, and this is a very expensive piece, I think, personally, especially when we just got off of that Obi-Wan Vader that was pushing $400, and now you have another version that's pushing near $500, depending on the version that you do get. I mean, like I said, when it comes to collectors and deluxe, I kind of find it hard not to go for the deluxe in this case with that cape flowing. It just looks absolutely amazing. That base, everything that it comes with, it is just a very statuesque kind of piece. I remember Sideshow made a statue similar to this, like a mythos, and so it kind of gives me those feelings there, reminiscent of that mythos statue. But like I said, it's an incredible piece. I was not sold on it when it first came out. I was like, what the hell is this? I'm still kind of in that boat where we have to be cautious, I should say, as collectors with Darth Vader. I made a video about a month ago or so about figures that I think should be put on ice for a while. And one of them I felt was Darth Vader, because I felt like we completed all the cinematic versions of him that we could get, but Hot Toys is not done. I could see this version leading to an episode 3 version where he was being assembled as Darth Vader for the first time, or even alternate more versions. To be frank, Darth Vader, I could see being like the Iron Man of Star Wars, where it's popular, and they'll make multiple versions. And here's that Obi-Wan that I was talking about. That was the FOMO Vader a few months back. And now, like I said, we have FOMO Vader 2.0 is what I'm deeming this one. Because I very much do think that when this figure comes out and people get this one, I'm not trying to dampen anyone's excitement, but there's a high possibility that this Vader could go through the motions once again when we get another one coming out. So like I said, as collectors, you have to be cautious about these things and kind of read the room a little bit and understand that this looks to be a character that we are not done with, and there's going to be multiple iterations, even possibly a version from A New Hope with an anniversary. But as I said, this figure has grown on me, no doubt about it. Once again, when it came out, I didn't even give it the time of day. As a matter of fact, a lot of that information I had to look up on, I looked up on today as I was filming this video, because I literally saw the photos and then just passed on it. Said, nope, I'm good. I do not need, I have 3 Darth Vaders in my collection, plus the Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary on order still. However, seeing the photos from Monica really did give me some excitement about this piece. The quality of the photos that he showed really captured an amazing looking figure, something that, like I said, it has a really statue-like reminiscent quality to it, which looks just really amazing, as I said. And so it's just one of those things where I'm going to keep my eye on it. I'm going to let it, I think it's going to sit for a little bit. 4 SKUs. That's an awful lot of SKUs for this piece. It took that Obi-Wan Vader a little bit to go from Sideshow. So obviously I think the timed exclusives are going to go, and then we're going to be left with a collector's and a deluxe. And so it's one of those that I'm just going to kind of sit back and watch from the sidelines. I'm working on some other stuff, but this does have my eye. I will admit that it did. It grew on me a little bit, but I'm very curious to know what your thoughts are now that you have a price tag to the figure. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if this is in fact your first time. And more importantly, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on this. And do you foresee this potentially being another case of a FOMO Vader? And if you're picking this thing up now that you have a price tag attached to it. Until then, this is Mr. Mom Collectibles saying take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.